Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Sohail and you are watching Arakan Times Daily English News. Today is Wednesday, 8 January 2025. Today's news headlines: Terrorist Arakan Army AS media outlets are spreading misinformation about Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army ARSA. 264 Rohingyas arrived in Indonesia on two motorboats. Bangladesh tightens security to prevent further entry of Rohingya amid explosion from Myanmar border. Details of today's news. The media outlets affiliated with the Arakan terrorist armed group, the Arakan Army AA, are spreading misinformation and propaganda on social media against the Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army ARSA. On January 6, Narendra Media, fully affiliated with the Arakan terrorist armed group, the Arakan Army AA, published misinformation claiming that the Arakan terrorist armed group, the Arakan Army AA, had discovered 5 outposts of the Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army ARSA in the Mayu Mountains between Mongdo and Rathiran Township in Arakan State, Myanmar. The Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army ARSA firmly denies this claim, stating that no outpost or camp of Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army ARSA was discovered and no batteries or solar panels were seized by the Arakan terrorist armed group, the Arakan Army AA, in the Mayu Mountains between Mongdo and Rathiran Township. Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army ARSA also stated that this is a completely baseless narrative spread by media outlets affiliated with the Arakan terrorist armed group, the Arakan Army AA. According to Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army ARSA, this misinformation is being deliberately spread as propaganda because the Arakan terrorist armed group, the Arakan Army AA, cannot withstand Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army ARSA's presence. Additionally, Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army ARSA accused the Arakan terrorist armed group, the Arakan Army AA, affiliated media outlets of spreading false information by claiming that when members of the Arakan terrorist armed group, the Arakan Army AA, are killed in attacks by Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army ARSA, they report it as civilians being killed, injured, or captured alive. Around 260 Rohingyas arrived in Indonesia's Aceh province by sea this week, local authorities confirmed. Two motorboats carrying an estimated 264 Rohingyas reportedly arrived at around 11 p.m. local time on January 5. Officials in Langsa city are currently verifying the exact number of arrivals, according to Muhammad Hakel, the head of intelligence and immigration, as reported by Reuters. Meanwhile, two other motorboats carrying around 300 undocumented individuals from Myanmar were intercepted and turned away from Malaysian waters near Langkawi Island, Reuters reported. Authorities provided them with food and water before escorting the boats out of Malaysian territory. However, Malaysian authorities did not confirm whether the individuals were Rohingya. On Friday, Malaysian authorities detained 196 individuals suspected to be Rohingyas who had arrived on Langkawi Island. This group included 71 children and 57 women. Malaysian officials stated that health checks were being conducted and necessary support was being provided. The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees (UNHCR) is working with local authorities and visited the sites where the Rohingyas are currently staying, a UNHCR representative told Reuters. Between October and November last year, over 500 Rohingyas arrived in Indonesia by sea. According to UNHCR data, more than 2,000 Rohingyas reached Indonesia in 2023. In response to ongoing explosion and sighting of fire and smoke along the Arakan border near Teknaf, Bangladesh, the border guard Bangladesh BGP has intensified patrols along the Naf River and coastal areas to prevent the potential entry of Rohingya refugees as the civil war in Myanmar continues. Residents from Noyafara and other nearby areas in Teknaf reported seeing smoke and flashes of fire on the Arakan site. Civilians near Mongdo Township's Farangfru are stated that smoke and flames were visible until around 3 p.m. on Monday, following heavy gunfire heard near Borotoli on Sunday afternoon. While the intensity of gunfire has subsided compared to earlier, Illegal crossing by Rohingya refugees persist. Lieutenant Colonel Ishtiaq Ahmad, Deputy Commander of BGP Battalion 2 in Teknaf stated, acknowledging the ongoing situation, we have identified the potential for a new wave of Rohingya attempting to enter the country. No one is allowed to cross into Bangladesh. A strict surveillance by BGP has controlled illegal crossing along the Naf River. Attempts to cross deep sea routes have also been halted. To prevent new entries, patrols along the Naf River and coastal areas have been intensified, he added. Halaluddin, a local resident, said, since this morning we have seen a smoke and flashes from the other side of the border, but it is hard to determine the exact situation. Reports suggest the conflict in Myanmar has not ceased. Just yesterday, 36 Rohingya individuals trying to cross from Sittwe into Bangladesh were apprehended. Between November 2023 and December 2024, approximately 64,718 individuals from 70,500 Rohingya families have entered Bangladesh, according to the government's Refugee Relief and Repatriation Office.
The Arakan Times Rohingya Daily News members are heartily thanksgiving to those who are daily watching, sharing, liking, and giving comment to the news uploaded in YouTube channel and Facebook page.